Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have my wedding reception on the train.
There you go, Pete, the amazing man.
Andrew, are you going to wait for the train?
The whistle stopped right.
Anyway. Not a shotgun wedding. I see, there it is, yes. All right. Well, anyway, they've asked you here to share this special occasion with them, this public declaration of their love and commitment to each other. So while you guys are sitting there, please think of all those times you've had with them, almost, because their thoughts are prayers. And this is a sacred rite of passage that adds the sacredness of it. And you know there are people here in spirit who can't be here in body. So I would like to represent okay, now, getting down to nitty-gritty. Yep. Andrew Charles Muntz, do you take Debbi-Andy to be your wife, companion, and best friend, to stand united in the face of diversity, and fast together in the light of good fortune? With these words spoken and all those as yet unspoken, do you wish to marry Debbie and join your life with hers?
I do.
Now, Debbi-Andy, you take Andrew Charles Muntz to be your husband, companion, and best friend. With these words spoken and all those as yet unspoken, do you wish to marry Andrew and join your life with his?
I do.
Now, hold hands and repeat after me. I'm so glad we know who you are. Before our family and friends,
Before our family and friends,
I, Andrew Charles Muntz,
Andrew Charles Muntz,
commit myself to you,
Debbie Lynn
to
Raditz,
stand beside you, uphold you should you falter, and encourage you in your endeavors. I commit myself to share in your struggles, rejoice in your achievements, and should worst come to worst, to stand back to back with you, and fight against all the world. That's not going to happen. Before our family and friends, I, Debbie Lynn Raditz, commit myself to you, Charles Muntz,
Andrew Charles Muntz,
to stand beside you, uphold you should you falter, encourage you in your endeavors. I commit myself to share in your struggles, rejoice in your achievements, and should worst come to worst, stand back to back with you,
against all the world.
Oh, my palette.
Editorial comment.
Oh, my palette.
They've chosen these words by a man named Robert Fulgham. Fulgham wrote the everything I learned in kindergarten. And these are the words they've chosen. It's called union. You've known each other for years. You were the first time since witness to this moment of commitment. At some moment, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks. And maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. Just two people working out what they want, what they believe, what they hope for each other. All those common things and more are the real processes of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you're about to have made are a way of saying to one another, you know, all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed, well, I meant it all, every word. You look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you did many things to one another. You've been an acquaintance, a friend, a companion, a lover, a dancing partner, and even teacher, where you have learned much from one another in these last few years. You've learned that good company and friendship count for more than wealth, good looks, or position. And you've learned that marriage is a maze. It's amazing to which Let's gotten through with a great companion. Well, now you're going to say a few words that take you across a threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. But after these vows, after the vows you've said to one another, to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife. Oh, doesn't that give you a chill? I mean, geez. Now, rings. I know we have the rings, but do you have the real rings on there? No? No? Okay.
We were afraid they'd get lost in the mud.
Did you notice that before? Did you? Thousands of years.
I thought you lost them.
For thousands of years, couples have exchanged rings as tokens of their vows. And these simple bands are not of great value to themselves, but they're made precious by your wearing them. Your rings say that even in your uniqueness, you've chosen to be bound together. Let these rings also be a sign that love has substance, as well as soul, present as well as past, and that despite its occasional sorrows, love is a symbol of happiness, of oneness, of delight. Right? Debbie, I give you this ring.
Debbie, I give you this ring
As a symbol of my love for you.
as a symbol of my love for you.
My commitment to you.
And my commitment to you
Throughout our lives.
throughout our lives.
I'm sweating.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Sometimes get on it. That's an industrial sized ring. You got Andrew, I give you this ring.
Andrew, I give you this ring
As a symbol of my love for you.
as a symbol of my love for you
Commitment to you.
and my commitment to you
Throughout our lives.
throughout our lives.
Well, for the vows you've exchanged, the tokens you've given and received, and for the love you've visibly shared, I do declare Andrew and Debbie to be husband and wife.